Welcome to Axium Portal software. In this video I'm going to show you how to access your gallery, your image gallery and your sound gallery. Also how to build your own image and sound galleries. Where you start is just simply in any project. You go ahead and you hit the image gallery here. What that takes you to, you're going to find that you have a couple of choices on your gallery. You have a high resolution and low resolution. We're going to start with the low resolution. Whenever there's a square there, that's the low resolution. Whenever there's a check mark there, let me get the check mark, that's a high resolution. We're going to start in our low resolution here. Okay, and once you do that, there's a drop down here. On that drop down, these are all of the different choices that you have. Background, scenes, buttons. An example would be if we went ahead and hit what's called black glass right here. What that takes you into, the first thing it gives you right here is background images. This is what the back of your keypad or touchscreen would look like. You can simply choose one of these right here. And you see, it shows up and populates right here. From here, it gives you a series of buttons that you can choose from. You have arrow buttons, round buttons, square buttons. So if you want to build your own keypad at this point, you can go ahead and grab one of these round or square buttons and make that button anything you like. You can also, if you have a more specific page, for instance, let's say this is our cable page, which it is here. So we'll need a cable navigation. So what we can find for that, we'll probably need numbers for our cable navigation. So if I double click that, it'll go ahead and it will populate that with that numbers. Now it would populate with any of these that I chose. Just happen to choose numbers because we're on cable. And there's a wide variety of these different templates that you can use. There's different formats, different colors, different shapes, individual buttons, as well as these pre-made templates that you can actually drop onto your system. And I'll just go through a few. There's also channel logos. These are channels, depending on the area. These were put in, you can tell that these are American cable companies, as well as New Zealand cable companies, and different channels. So you see your channels logos. You can just go ahead and drop channel logos right onto channel buttons if you choose to. And you can also add your own to this. Okay, we're going to go back and go through some more of these libraries here. If we take a look at what's called Chrome here, Chrome will once again give you backgrounds and templates that you can actually use here, different shapes and buttons that you can use. For instance, let's go ahead and create just a blank page here real quick. And what we're going to do is just grab a couple of buttons just so you can kind of see what that would look like if we were to kind of build our own little library here. So say these can be source buttons or whatever type of buttons you want. There's also at the bottom of each of these, you have different volume controls that you can use. In this one you could have a volume indicator that you would place in the middle there. You can also maybe use a volume bar that you can actually slide your volume back and forth from. But every one of these templates would actually have these same features. Here you can control things with icons, and also you have background colors. But at the bottom on this as well, you still have your volume up and down bars that you can use. Here is a digital percentage of volume that you can actually drag into a project as well. There's also what's called templates. What templates are these? If you click on the template, if you don't want to build a keypad or anything from scratch, you can simply choose one of these templates. The way that'll work, you just go ahead and click on it, okay? And it will go ahead and add that to your project. And that's what that template would look like. I'm going to go ahead and lock this in right here. We'll eliminate this one. And what a template does, it gives you ready-made pages already to be programmed. And remember I said you can drop in those icons. They would be dropped on these tuner or DVD or cable channels. And these are ready-made templates that you can use. High resolutions would be for iPads, the regular resolutions would be for iPhones, or this is just a regular 2.8 keypad in this case, or touchscreen in this case. Okay, so that's templates that you can actually use for your system. The way you would add to your own images, so say I don't like any of these images that I have here and I want to kind of build my own. The way I would do that, I would go here, I would click New. Once you click New, you can choose to do standard resolution or you can do a high resolution. In this case, we'll just go ahead and do standard. It's going to be defaulted My Images, but you can name that anything you want. So it's PIC. Just making it up. I have no idea. And then you click OK. What I have now is a new category, but you can see it's blank. The way I would add to that, simply right-click on my mouse into here, go down to Add New Image. Once you click Add New Image, it takes you to your PC. From here, I could just simply go to Pictures, and I can go ahead and add whatever I would choose to. So say I want to add, I don't know, my ex-girlfriend in there. I would just go ahead and double-click on her. What happens? It shows up here. Now this is an image that I could use. I can make this image a background. I can convert it to a button. I can do anything I want with that. So if I want to add an image once again, I would go ahead, right click, add a new image, and go ahead and add my car. Now I can use this as an image if I choose to. And just go ahead and do that. I'm going to make a page there. I'll go ahead and drag this in there. Now that's an image that we can use. If I wanted to convert that, I can. I can right click and convert that to a button. So now I can put a command on that and that can become a button. And you can do that with any of your sources there that you join. So once again, to add a new one, simply click New, choose High or Low Resolution, add a category to it, name of the category, right click, and go ahead and add from your computer. I'm going to move over to Sounds now. And Sounds here. This system comes with default sounds, which is usually beeps. And what these beeps are, these are simply button presses. Anything that's highlighted there, that's your default sound. Anything that you push here, you can see, it makes a different sound. Okay, now if I wanted to use these buttons here, I could just simply say, okay, I want when I push this button to make that sound. Remember I made this a button, so I just drag that over there now. You can see my beep shows up right here. Okay, but you can see I can simply add a sound to that button simply by dragging it over there. Okay, but what if I don't like any of these sounds? I could add my own. What if I don't particularly like beeps or clicks or things like that? I can simply add my own sounds by doing the same thing again. Once again, I can go up here, click New, and I can add my sounds. What I'm going to do is, this is my sounds. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. I already have a library called My Sounds. And what I did to build this library, I right-clicked into this empty spot once again, added my sounds. Okay, I downloaded some stuff to what's called my music library. You can add music the exact same way. And I can go ahead and just click on one of these and just go ahead and add it. Once it's clicked, it's right there. It shows up. And now I can use that sound. I can take that sound and drag on a button there if I choose to. Notice how it changed to that sound there. Okay? It could be any sound. You know, you can, when you push a button, maybe you want it to...
You definitely need some Tic Tacs or something, because your breath stinks.
Or whatever you... Any of these sounds can be used. It could be used as doorbells. It could be used as a button push, whatever you choose to. So that's how you would add images and sounds to your system. Thank you.